Alright guys, welcome back to Where Ball Happens, where we talk about the crazy and the not so crazy of the NBA at the moment. And in this video, what we're going to be talking about is Isaiah Thomas. Let me just start off by saying that I have the utmost respect for Isaiah Thomas. When people talk about the most undersized players, mainly point guards in the NBA, people tend to give that title over to Stephen Curry, and rightfully so, but I think Isaiah Thomas goes a step above Steph Curry because Isaiah Thomas is literally 5'8", 5'9", maybe 5'10". You know, we never know the official listings of these players, but we're going to say 5'9". He is the height of most average men in the world. Now, again, I have nothing but respect for Isaiah Thomas. He's amazing. He has a hardcore fighting, competitive attitude that gives any fan a reason to cheer for. Now, in this video, we're going to be discussing, will he come back? Will he come back from his injury, from being traded from the Celtics? Will he get back to that level that he had playing with the Celtics? He is 29 years old already. He's about to be 30 years old this year. He weighs around 180 to 190 pounds. His official listing is 185 pounds. He was drafted in the second round, the 30th pick of the second round, the 60th pick overall. And for him to become what he did is just an amazing feature in itself, considering he's 5'9". He wasn't expected to do much. Bottom of the second round, 60th pick overall. He outdid his expectations, and we really saw his full potential and what he could really do with the Boston Celtics. That to this day is still his prime example of what he could be, of what he still could do. But to understand how he got to where he was, we first have to understand where it started to go wrong, where he fell downhill. And this won't take that long because most of NBA fans, NBA analysts, most of the NBA knows where it started. So let's get into it. Now on April 15th, 2017, one day before the first round of the playoffs started between the Boston Celtics and the Chicago Bulls, Isaiah Thomas' sister Shayna Thomas was announced dead in a car accident. I don't believe this had anything to do with Isaiah Thomas' downfall as a player, and we're going to be getting into the main reason why. But for it to start here, we have to understand that at the moment, Isaiah Thomas was going through an insurmountable amount of grief while the playoffs were just starting. And I want to point this out because knowing this makes him truly even more of a special player than we even realize. To this day, does it still affect him emotionally? I'd say of course it does. If any of our family members died, that would affect us. It affects everybody for the rest of their lives, but it's the human condition to heal, accept, and move on. I won't go into the stages of grief. You could do your own research about that whole psychological process. And I want to say much respect to Isaiah Thomas, and rest in peace to his sister, and good luck to the family, even though this happened way over a year ago. Now let's talk about his last two seasons with Boston. 2014 to 2015 season, it was an alright season for him. He averaged 19 points. But let's talk about the 2015 to 2016 season. He played all 82 games. He started in 79 games. He averaged 22.2 points, 3 rebounds. He shot 43% from the field, total 36% from three-point land, and 87% from the free throw range. In 2016 to 2017, his top 5 MVP season, he averaged 28.9 points, so basically 29 points a game. He shot 46% from the field, 38% from three-point range, and 91% at the free throw line. He only played in 76 games that season, but he started in all of those games. Now, if we look at the 2017 to 2018 season, where he played for both Cleveland and the Los Angeles Lakers, yeah, he was out for about 15 20 games, maybe 30 games. I do not remember. But he played in a total of 32 games last season. He started in 15 of those games. He only started in one game with the Lakers. And in this season, he only averaged 15.2 points. But his free throw numbers were up. He shot 92% from the free throw line, which is a career high for him. But he only shot 38% total from the field and 33% from three-point land. The event in question is obvious of why his stats dropped down. Isaiah Thomas was last seen playing at his full potential in Game 1 of the 2017 Eastern Conference Finals. He got injured before the second half of Game 2. Obviously, he went down with a hip injury, was having some discomfort, and he went on record as to saying he should have sat out the whole playoffs, which is another reason why I have the most respect for Isaiah Thomas. He didn't sit out, he went through the playoffs. Even when his sister had just died, he played, he fought, and he played well. Some might theorize that Isaiah Thomas's body and his immune system was lowered in turn due to slight depression from his sister's recent death. And some theorize that this had a large role in weakening his body in such a rough time in the playoffs. Usually the playoffs get more physical, players exert more energy, it becomes a bloodbath. And they theorize that Isaiah Thomas's body was breaking down at a double the rate than a normal NBA player's due to the effects depression has on the immune system of the human body and how that translates into our circulatory system, our muscular system, and the skeletal system. But I'm not a doctor, and I'm not saying that that is true. Do your research on that on your own accord. Now let's finish up with, will Isaiah Thomas come back? Will he get back to his form that he once was with the Boston Celtics at the age of 29, about to be 30 years old? Now let's talk about the Denver Nuggets, the team Isaiah Thomas signed a one-year, $2 million deal with, and see and discuss whether they have the tools and the system necessary for him to succeed again. So their current roster consists of Nikola Jokic, Michael Porter Jr., Jamal Murray, Will Burton, Gary Harris, Malik Beasley, Monte Morris, Paul Millsap, Mason Plumlee, Trey Lyles, Thomas Welsh, Torrey Craig, Jared Vanderbilt, Juan Hernando Gomez, and Tyler Levin. Now just looking at this roster, I can already tell that there's multiple players that are able to handle the ball, create plays. Nikola Jokic, he's the future of the Denver Nuggets. He can pass, he can shoot, not very athletic, but he's still young, he's still getting there. He's recorded multiple triple-doubles. Jamal Murray is an up-and-coming rising star for the Denver Nuggets. You've already seen highlight plays for him. He's played amazing for a young player. Michael Porter Jr., who can handle and score the ball. So seeing Isaiah Thomas dominate in this roster, me personally, does not seem likely. And he obviously will be coming off the bench behind Jamal Murray. And we don't know what his minutes are going to be looking like. For him to succeed in this system that they have, not only will he demand the ball and score, he'll need to make multiple plays alongside Nikola Jokic and when Jamal Murray is out. And he will need to be extremely efficient with what he does when he's out there with his time. If he cannot do that, then he doesn't look like he's going to be succeeding in getting back to shape. The Isaiah Thomas that we saw with the Celtics was truly amazing, truly an NBA superstar. He was able to penetrate, score the ball, shoot three-pointers, had amazing form, got the team involved, was just amazing, and that's exactly what he needs to do with the Denver Nuggets, alongside Nikola Jokic especially. So guys, Leave your thoughts in the comments section. Tell me what you think about Isaiah Thomas, and will he ever come back? Maybe not to his former Celtics form, but to a reasonable form that we expected him to be at. Leave your thoughts in the comments section. Give this video a like. Please subscribe for future content. I will see you guys in the next video.